Hi there, here's a quick tutorial on how to measure and figure out the size of a cell when looking through a microscope. So we start with a picture of apples on a plate. If I were to tell you that the plate is 30 centimeters across, how large is one apple? What's the diameter? Well, you could quickly look. I could take a ruler and measure one, but there's a faster way. I could actually see that there's 3 apples across this plate and it's 30 centimeters. One apple must be 10 centimeters. Great. So now let's use that very simple idea to look at cells across our image when we look through a microscope. All right, so we'll call this the field of view across the entire plate, as it were. All right, so what we see is the whole field of view, and you can see that up here. And what we look for is how many cells go across that field of view, and we call that the fit number. If I know both of these, I can tell you the size of the object. It's the same thing with the apples and the plate scenario. I had 30 centimeters across the plate and 3 apples. 10 centimeters is 1 apple. All right, so let's quickly try this with some onion cells first. I have a bit of a cheat sheet here to give you the field of view depending on which lens you're using. I can explain that more in the comments if you are curious. Just ask. All right, so we'll start with our onion skin. The field of view for the onion skin is, since it's a 40x lens, is 0.45 millimeters across. All right, that's what it actually looks like as I'm looking through the microscope. It's only 0.45 millimeters. So I need to break out my calculator here, and I need to calculate 0.45 divided by how many onion cells I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5. And that'll give me 0.09. Now, since we're using the metric system, we generally like to use micrometers when we're talking about cells, and that's pretty easy to do because we're looking at millimeters here. So to get to micrometers, I just move the decimal place 1, 2, 3 places, and that'll give me 90. So 90 micrometers would be about the length of one onion cell in this example. All right, let's try another one a bit more challenging here, which would be red blood cells. They're tiny, as you can see. So looking at red blood cells through a 40x lens, I would have to count how many go across. All right, so my fit number. And I'd count about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to here. Here's the middle of the slide. Well, it looks like about 30 would get to the middle. Across all the way, 60. So my fit number would be about 60. So now if I take this and I go 0.45 divided by 60, that will equal to 0.0075 multiplied by 1,000, and I end up with 7.5 micrometers. And that's actually quite accurate, which is pretty cool. So I hope that helped someone. If you would like to see a bunch of images that my grade 9 students took, look for this link, type that link in, and you'll get to some neat pictures they took just putting their camera right up against this lens and taking pictures of all kinds of things. It's pretty cool what you can see with a simple cell phone camera. All right, I hope that helped someone, and I'll see you later. Leave me a comment if you have any questions. Okay, bye.